Let's begin. So we've taken the time to take some breath to center into the space. The eyes are falling closed. Some deep breaths in. And when you're ready to add movement, we just allow a subtle rotations around on the hip. Noting how the hip comes in contact with the floor, where those pressure points are with the foot reaching the mat, and just swapping around to the other side. Taking an inhale, hands come up. Exhale, sinking back down. Again, breathing in. Exhale, sinking back down. One more breath in. Exhale, hands coming down in front of us on the mat. Releasing the feet, sinking back down on the heels into a kneeling posture. Checking in with our positioning. Rotating the palms to face toward the ceiling. And as we take a deep breath in, we rise on the legs, palms come all the way up, gaze lifts. Exhale, rotate the hands. Sinking back down, gaze falls. Perfect. Rotating the hands. As many as feels good. This is a great full body workout, depending on how much activation you're bringing into your core. And our next deep breath in. Staying up on our knees, releasing the hands. The right hand is going to drop to the side, the left hand is going to extend long. Arm raises to the ceiling, modified side plank. Reaching up from the ceiling as if you're dangling from your fingertips, giving all that length through the side of the body. One more big breath. And then as we exhale, lowering that knee, releasing the hand, sinking back down. Kneeling posture. Reaching long into our child's pose. Once you've found your breath in child's pose, gliding the hands back. Inhale, coming up. Rotating the palms as we exhale, sinking back down. Again, inhale, rotating the palms up, all the way up. Exhale, rotating the hands, coming back down. Last one. Inhale, arms come all the way up, and this time, exhale, release that left hand, right foot goes long. Extended side plank on the other side. Holding here, whatever feels good. And then when you're ready, deep breath in and exhale. Hinging at that hip, bringing that right knee back, sinking down back into our child's pose. Finding that breath in our child's pose, allowing us to creep our hands forward, activating our toes, raising those hips into our first down dog. Adding a little bit of movement to our down dog, just pushing that body weight into the left foot, into the right foot, extending through those heels, and releasing any of that tension that's built up. This is a good full body stretch. pushing all the way back on the backs of the legs. Yes, yes. And exhale, release, pushing forward with the toes, coming into our high plank, and then lowering all the way down into chaturanga. Sliding the hands forward, lifting the chest, cobra. Exhale, lowering the chest all the way back down, guiding the hands back in line with the armpits, letting the heels sink back, raising the hips, downward dog. More still this time in our downward dog, just letting that tension come through the back of the leg. And then on our next breath, raising up on the toes, walking the feet up to the hands, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come all the way back down. Slide down to the knee now, deep breath in, hands are going to sweep out to the side, raise all the way up. Gaze comes up to meet the hands. And gaze locks in on the hands as you come through center and open up on the side. Standing now, I'm going to do some standing cat-cows. So taking a deep breath in, noting as we do this, as we start, I'd like you to bring your shoulders forward. So when we take our deep breath in, the shoulders come up and around. The gaze lifts, we get space between our collarbones. And then as we exhale, that chin drops, we push all that air out of our lungs, we arch the upper back. Again, deep breath in, gaze lifts, shoulders down and back. Exhale. Compress the body, drop the chin. One more. Deep breath in. And exhale. Coming back into our neutral standing posture now. We're going to step our right foot long. Warrior one, forward stance. Feet are parallel apart. Parallel, shoulder width distance apart. Both toes facing forward. Deep breath in, hands come up. Exhale. Sink those shoulders down. Depth in that front knee. And we hold. 3 big breaths. And on our final breath, we're going to add a crescent into our warrior one. So deep breath in. And then extending those arms back, arching the body, adding a crescent through to the front of the body. And then exhale, hands drop, palms toward the ground, front leg straightens. Forward fold. Hold, hold, hold. Next breath in, deep bend to the knee, guide the hands forward, come all the way up and sink back down into our warrior one. Extending back, crescent lunge. And exhale, hands coming down, framing that front foot. 3 breaths in here to feel that stretch through the back of the front leg. And then planting the hands, stepping that right foot back down, facing dog. Holding our dog. Pushing up in the toes, lifting up through the chest. High plank. Lowering down. Guiding the hands forward, lifting the chest. Cobra. Slight back bend in here. Exhale, all the way back down. Options, take a rest here. Guiding the hands back if you'd like to keep moving. Let the hips raise long, locking the toes, downward dog. Bit more movement this time. Feeling that tension melt away through the back of the legs. Deep breath, lifting up on the balls of the foot, left foot coming long. Letting that hands come forward and up toward the sky and sinking down into our warrior one on the other side. 3 deep breaths. And extending up and guiding those hands a little bit back, getting that crescent lunge. 1, 2, 3, deep breath in. And then exhale, straighten that front knee. Hands come down to frame that front foot, forward fold. Hold. If you're feeling too much tension through the back of that leg, just step it shorter. Come up a little bit higher. Everybody's body is different and their proportions, their leg length to arm length is different, so you'll know where it feels right for you. Deep breath in and sinking down. Crescent and back to neutral. Lifting up on that right foot now, the ball of the right foot, the heel rotates, you plant the heel, arms come out, one long in front, one long behind. Warrior 2. Deep bend in that front knee. Flip that front hand. Reverse your warrior. Bringing that front hand back through. Elbow comes to knee. Sweeping the rear hand past the toes, opening up to the side of the room. Extended side angle. Sweeping the hands up, back into our warrior 1. Taking a slight pulse in here. Straightening that leg, dropping the left hand, triangle. And releasing the hands, taking a bend back in that front leg. We're going to windmill the hands down now to frame that left foot. Take the left foot long behind, 3-legged dog. Option here to plant that left foot, extend the right arm long, coming into our wild thing. Or from our 3-legged dog, we come back down to downward dog. We plant that right knee, extend the left leg long, back to our modified side plank. 1, 2, 3. Hands come back down to mat. Plant the feet, lift the heels, downward dog. Stepping the feet forward, up to the hands. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale all the way back down. Bending the knee. Inhale, arms sweep wide, coming up to the ceiling. Gaze meets the thumbs. Sinking the thumbs back through. Back to our standing posture. Right foot comes long, left foot comes wide. Planting the heel. We've got this foot facing that way, that foot facing that way. Deep bend in the front knee, arms come long. Warrior 2. Hold. Flipping the right hand, letting the left hand drop. Reversing your warrior. And our next breath. Arm comes long, elbow meets knee, hand is going to guide through and open up to the side, up to the ceiling, extended side angle. Inhale back to our warrior 2. Going to plant the hands now next to that front foot, taking that right foot long behind, 3-legged dog. Coming into our wild thing. Or alternatively, planting that leg, dropping the knee, extending long, modified side plank. Planting the hands. Option for child's pose, or come straight back into our downward facing dog. Stepping the feet forward to the hands. Halfway lift, head comes back down. Taking a deep bend into the knee now, we're going to come up into our chair pose. So deep bend in the knee, hands are going to guide up. As hands come up, hips sink down, chair. 1, 2, 3. Hands drop, hips lift, forward fold. Again, bending the knees, hands come up, chair pose. Dropping the hands, forward fold. Inhale halfway, exhale all the way back down. And inhale all the way up. Release the hands. And there we go.